President Trump is threatening. Iran's mocking him on social media saying, your regime changed. You came to change our regime, but yours changed instead. This war isn't Israel versus Iran. It's Iran and Israel, both of them together against the American economy. These are the 4 objectives of the Iran conflict. I said this before, that if this war lasts for 30 days, they'll be walking around with QR codes. Those happy about so many American planes going down need to understand that President Trump is making threats, and his ultimatum is actually very interesting. Because his point is that the vessels that are supposed to be passing through the Strait of Hormuz, every single one of those vessels, Iran must allow them to pass, right? Just before that, a little while ago, his statement was, what does the Strait of Hormuz have to do with me? What am I supposed to do with it? I mean, 80% of all of Asia's vessels pass through this very spot. But now he's flipped again. Now he's saying, no, open the Strait of Hormuz properly. A 48-hour ultimatum. The interesting thing is, back when President Trump wasn't even in the picture, the Strait of Hormuz was working just fine. You got involved, you made them stop, created all these issues, and now you're saying that it should be opened again. If you hadn't shown up, it would have been open. When was it ever closed? So this is the state President Trump is in, giving out a 48-hour ultimatum. And that very ultimatum is set to expire tomorrow. And the background to all this is that a large number of army generals and several officers from the forces have been removed from their jobs within the American forces. So now Iran is mocking them on social media saying, hey, your regime has changed. You set out to change our regime, but your own regime changed instead. The top army generals have been fired. President Trump did it. His own team has done it. And according to the reports that are coming out, they're saying that President Trump was saying, hey, start a ground invasion. And these were the very same officers who were refusing to do it. We don't feel this is our war, so why should we fight it? So because of that, they were fired. Now, the interesting thing to see is that Pam Bondi has also been fired along with them. And the reports coming out on social media, according to them, are saying that Kash Patel and Tulsi Gabbard, both of them should also be dumped from their positions as soon as possible. This is precisely what the big retired MAGA social media handles are demanding from President Trump. Get rid of Tulsi Gabbard, get rid of Kash Patel, and all those who do not want to go to war should be removed from the Trump administration, and some people have already been fired. And what's even bigger is that President Trump is talking about himself. He's talking about himself, saying, I get so much bad reporting, I get such bad press. So the responsibility for all of this lies with Caroline Leavitt. So regarding Caroline Leavitt, he's wondering, should I fire her or not? He's actually saying this live during the press conference. If my reporting is bad, should I just fire Caroline Leavitt? Sometimes when you look at the entire Trump administration team, you get the feeling like they have all escaped from a mental asylum. Their behavior really seems just like that. Like a mental health treatment center where all sorts of mad people are being treated. So how do they manage to escape from there when they are kept tied up? In the same way, Trump's entire team looks like they have escaped from a mental asylum, because the way their behavior has been since they came into power, since that time, none of their policies are stable. Neither the tariff is stable, nor the sanction is stable. No taxation policy is stable, and no war policy is stable. Dude, you were going around telling everyone that you stopped 8 wars. So then why did you go and start the 9th war? You drove everyone completely crazy by going on, saying Nobel Prize, Nobel Prize. And then you started the 9th war yourself. He claimed he stopped 8 wars. Then he himself started the 9th one. Ever since Shehbaz Sharif was brought to the Board of Peace and stood beside him, this has been their condition. It is a begging bowl situation. They are openly saying that now these social benefits, all of them, The federal government will not bear it. Tell the state government they have to bear it. The viewers will know that I had said that if this war lasts for 30 days, they will have to walk around with a QR code. This is the situation. An official statement from President Trump. Why should the federal government take on the responsibility for social benefits? We have to wage wars. You go and tell your state to take care of the elderly people. I had already told you that they would have to start walking around with a QR code. That is the condition they are in. So the one outcome that was destined to happen to them, the hit that the American economy has to take, that hit is certain for them, which will be proven in this conflict. When this conflict closes, it will be known what condition the American economy is in. Now, this is the very interesting thing that I will tell you clearly, that these are the 4 objectives of the Iran conflict. Right? One objective is to finish the old stock of American weapons, all the waste. The defense industry needs to get new orders, right? Hey, brother, the people who are so happy that so many American planes have crashed, those happy people will have to understand something. The fact that you are happy and saying, oh, America also suffered a loss. Brother, it is the American government that suffered a loss. It was the American taxpayers and the American citizens who suffered a loss. But deep state has not suffered any loss. It will get tremendous orders for the defense industry because the old stock is getting finished. So the experts who are getting happy saying, look, oh, 2 American planes have crashed. Look, a new order will be placed using the taxpayers' money. You see, the defense industry, the military industrial complex, they have not let America win a single war in the last 50 years. Why? Because dollars are printed in one building, go to a defense contractor next door, and a third country gets destroyed. So why would the war ever end? And why would America even win when winning is not the objective? The objective is to prolong it, so it will be prolonged. So the objective is to ensure the American stock of weapons is depleted and to change the regime in Iran, as I mentioned, that the Shah of Iran will come. The goal is to seize oil contracts because the money will be routed from Texas to fund the crusades. And all of the extra American bases, forces, and embassy staff in the region are to be laid off. And the American economy is going to take a very big hit. And until these 4 specific objectives are completed, Trump cannot leave. Even if they do announce a pause, it has to restart after a little while, in a week or 2 or a month, until these 4 objectives are completed. And that is precisely why I asked how you would describe the Ukraine conflict. Would you call it on-off? Would you say it is on-off or perhaps ongoing? Would you call it a pause? Pause means low-scale operations, let us say, meaning it is just going on for show. So would you call it on, off, or pause? What would you call it? So this start, then that 1 or 2 week pause I mentioned, a 1 or 2 week pause means very low-level operations. Then a restart, then a pause again after a few weeks until these 4 objectives are finally completed. It is going to continue like this. Right, but this will not drag on as long as Ukraine. It cannot drag on for 4 years like that. So it is going to go on like this: start, restart, pause, restart, like that. So that is the situation now. The poor people who are getting happy that, oh, this is to make America strong. It is not to make America strong. This war is to hit its economy. This war is actually against America. The Israel-Iran war, this is really a war on America, a war on the American economy. That war in Ukraine, you see, was not Russia's on Ukraine. It was America's war on Western Europe. This particular war is not Israel's with Iran. This war is a joint effort by both Iran and Israel together against the American economy. Let us move on. So it could be a bad day for Americans, for the taxpayers, and a bad day for the government. But for the defense industry, it is the best day because old stocks are being cleared out. With taxpayers' money, new weapon orders will have to be placed. The more Iran moves towards Christianity, the more the UK will move towards Islam, because it has been planned out, right, that all of the tech and finance capitals have to be brought down. California, New York, London, Paris, Berlin, Sydney, Toronto. So obviously in the UK now, their own Prince Charles, is saying it himself that for this year's Easter celebration, I mean, at least we will not be giving a congratulatory message. So now this is becoming an Islamic country, and an Islamic, and then there will be a partition, like I said. You see, whenever a region is to be destroyed, what is planned is a radical change to its demography. So that is what is happening with them too. Uh, Everyone, like the video, and if you want to contribute, the QR code is right up here. Subscribe if you have not already. That is all for the day. Jai Hind. Jai Jai Jinendra.